One complication in this women's world was what to do with boy children.
Some women felt that they didn't want to have kids if those kids were going to be boy kids, and that they'd be afraid of raising sons and having those sons grow up into an abusive, destructive, patriarchal world, that they then had to relinquish control over their children and see their children become men in a society like this. So some women didn't want to have male children for the best of motives.
I'd been to some events, oh God, when was this? Maybe early 80s, where women who had sons weren't allowed to leave their sons in the creche. You could only leave your daughters in the creche. That just really wound me up, stuff like that. That for me was as stupid as people only having female cats.
A lot of radical feminists felt that you should give them up. There were actually women who were saying you should give up boy children. Can't believe it now. It was so cruel and so horrible.
Sue O'Sullivan's two sons were very young when she left her family to live as a lesbian.
I left my sons with my husband, and I went back and would stay there three times, 4 times a week, and so I was never out of contact and never not caring for them at all. But it did pull me apart at the time, and it certainly obviously pulled other people in my family apart too.
Some separatists were forced to make an agonising choice between their sons and their politics. Linda Bellos chose politics.
Had I been able to take my son to a separatist house, I would have taken my children with me. The reason I left, and left both my children, was that boys weren't allowed. And I could not, and I would not, even today. I mean, I obviously find this quite painful, but I could not leave my son and take my daughter. So my feeling was that it would be better for the children to stay together with their father. There's no doubt their father loved them.
So that was a huge decision to become a separatist in that context.
I didn't choose to become a separatist. It kind of went with my politics, and it went with that stage.